lose once, they need to restart it and they change. I feel like, you know.
Yeah, I think it's important that players all choose the right thing. It seems like they have as well. Yeah, we do have Isabel versus Ice Climbers, I think, for our first game. So let's, for the first time, this is definitely the first time we're doing this.
Yeah.
Let's get underway with our first squad straight gamer here at UFA 2019.
So, Isabel against Ice Climbers. I'm gonna be honest, guys, not a matchup I've seen at all. So we're gonna see how it's gonna work. Obviously, when you play against Ice Climbers, the main objective of the main goal of the matchup, just like separate both of them and just kill Nana as fast as possible to just like take Popo alone, exactly as Muffinz is doing right now. Just missing quite a bit of the edge guard there, but never mind, still back on stage.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, this is the thing with Isabel as well. You know, she's got like a load of like tricksy things that you can do to maybe try and like just like displace what the Ice Climbers are trying to do. Burning's a big fan of his desyncs, likes to get those going. So it's kind of one of those things that when those start happening, maybe there's a little bit more options that Isabel has to kind of just get in and kind of like stop the pressure that can come from desyncs and multiple attacks coming out from both of the climbers. And there we go. That's some hype desyncing. Woo! There we go, Burning. One just for you, mate.
Okay, good call.
Oh, there it is. Immediate. Gets the grab, gets the knock up into the forward air spike.
Right away. And Donkey Kong gonna be really useful, actually, as we just saw with the grab. He can just like separate each other if he wants to, as soon as he gets the grab. Obviously, he needs to get the good grab in a sense. Right now is a bad spot. Fighting down B though, but the air dodge will put him away. But still catch him with the up B, and there we go, 2 stock each.
Indeed, yeah, just waiting for the right time to get that one going though. It was some good work from Burning before, just keep his defensive stuff going, but as soon as Muffinz got his claws in, that was it. I say claws, I don't know.
I don't know. Let's say that.
Okay.
The big hand, I don't know.
Time for a breather though. We've got the Wii Fit trainer up. Just needs to make sure that everything's calm and relaxed and very, very nice and zen at least.
It's really tough actually also to approach the Wii Fit trainer. Obviously with all the projectiles, the ball, the sun that can just throw at you.
Yeah.
Actually, it still didn't make any deep breathe. I feel like it does not need it yet, but maybe it will need it just like, yeah, there we go. Get the buff, get the speed, get the more knockback also, and all of his move gonna be useful to get the kill at 142% now.
Yeah, I mean, that's very, very good stuff from Burning so far, just to keep racking up that percentage. That's the thing. DK's a big guy. He does hit hard, but he also takes a bit of a stunging, and we've seen Burning really kind of like use a lot of the tricks that Wii Fit trainer has. You know, using the projectiles, as you say, to kind of control certain areas and then pressurize others moving forward. It's hard for a big lad like DK to deal with, but nice getting that forward air into the up tilt to get a bit more percentage up. But the Sun Salutation, nice charge on it, does take that stock. It's just Greninja left against Burning's Wii Fit trainer, and eventually, if we can get there, the Duck Hunt duo.
Yeah, at least Greninja is pretty slippery character. You're gonna be like super fast, just like sliding down, you know, just around all the projectiles. I think gonna be way easier for him to approach than Donkey Kong. But for now, I mean, he just like get hit and it's troublesome for him to get his own hit. Finally finding in there, a dash attack though on the tech chase, fighting the fair out of it and get the kill.
Yeah, Greninja things right there. That dash attack and the nair, though, both of those moves very good at just being able to connect into other things, specifically those KO options that he has. But you know, Burning is now going to bring out his tricks of his own. We've seen a lot of this character with, you know, in terms of players like Raito, just showing off just how much this character can do. So we're going to see what Burning is kind of put together in his game plan to try and stop Muffinz here.
Very true, gonna be tough. At least, oh my god, the grenade, the cannon just get out in between the 2 hits of the up smash. I didn't know that. That's just so crazy.
Trying to force a jump there from the cannon. You can see him trying to fish with that up smash, but it didn't connect there. I was gonna say the sheriff goes down, but that wasn't the sheriff, that was the outlaw. Yeah, I mean, you can see, so this is the thing, when it comes to Duck Hunt Duo, a lot of players like to try and, like, you know, just create, you know, it's kind of like, you know, always like trying to work towards the future. You're trying to do something now for a mate to kind of like follow it up like a few seconds down the line. Nice catch with the up air, though, will be that first game.
Yeah, I mean, like forcing the movement of the Greninja, just like putting the cannon in a terrible spot for him, and then you don't know, should I make the air dash, should I make the double jump, and he's ready to just cover it, ready for it. It was just like on the right spot at the right time, and just like now I throw the can, do something, I'll be ready.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think that's also, if you say, like, you know, you can just pop the can in a position, and then, you know, it's up to it's the onus of the Duck Hunt Duo player then to move that and utilize that when they want. So it's like, not only is it waiting for you, but then it can change quite erratically. Like you can be happy jumping over it, but then it can come up to meet you all of a sudden if, you know, I guess if a player's mash is fast enough. So it's one of those ones where, especially when it comes to someone like Greninja, he is slippery, he does move very, very fast, but he's also kind of like very like short, sharp movement. So it's one of the things that you can perhaps just catch that out of the way and then punish further from there. But, you know.
But clearly, that's a really fun team, I feel. Like the Ice Climbers with Trainer and Duncan, just like all control character. They're just so crazy. They're just like, they're throwing some weird hitbox here and there and really tough to approach. With a Trainer with the ball, as we said, and the sun. Duncan with the can, for instance. And Ice Climber just with the down B and the fact that there are two on the stage.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's more, I think, the player, the thing that kind of like aligns these characters, not just kind of like, you know, the tricks and the silliness they have, but rather the fact that it's multiple focus points that your opponent has to take, you know, notice of. There's two characters doing two different things. If they are desynced, you've got the can and the frisbee and the you know, the outlaw slash sheriff slash guy with a gun. You know, it's about having to focus your attention to multiple positions and being able to work around all of them at the same time. Exactly.
On the other side, like Muffinz tried to get kind of a how do you say it, a balanced team. You know what I'm saying? Like a big guy with Donkey Kong, and then the defensive character with Isabelle, and then the rush down character with Greninja. But right now, man, we got some trouble with a Trainer just trap on the corner, finally getting back in the center of the stage, but Muffinz not done yet with him.
I found that was a really, really interesting thing, because like, this is the matchup that we had at the beginning of that second game, or in the middle of that second game, and it went very much in favor of Burning, but Muffinz now has a very angry Kong.
Oh my god, yeah, definitely not as we expect. Like, for instance, on the previous game, like, definitely Donkey Kong got so many trouble to approach it with the Trainer, but this time, just like, he just take to his opponent!
Disgusting, that's two, maybe? No, not enough. That is 74% very, very quickly. There's so much pressure coming out from Muffinz there, and Burning having to make a big adjustment very, very quickly just to the sheer speed of Muffinz.
My god, just falling down on him, down being and up smashing just right after meant that Donkey Kong is definitely not the same that we saw earlier.
No, and that's the thing, like, that, you know, some of these moves does have, you know, a cheeky bit of, you know, armor just to get through, especially some of these lighter attacks, landing forward into the up tilt, up air again, big percentage coming out already. Burning's got a lot of work to do with already weakened Ice Climbers. Oh man, use that side B just to get them together.
Are we going to see a 3-star?
Oh, here we go. We're going to be getting some big. That was wonderful. Using again, doing the desync to get the blizzard out, just to kind of hold them in that ice, then going for that up air. Beautiful finish.
Yeah. That was just impressive. But man, the Gorilla made so much work in that match. Look at that, already more 70% for the Ice Climbers. It's already the last character. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen with Isabelle, because that was kind of troublesome on the previous game. So we'll see. And for now, I mean, just like making, you know, some fair and bare here and there, but got some trouble to approach and get some strong hit.
Fair and bare here and there. I like that one. I'm going to use that in future. Yeah, I mean, it's absolutely right. Just, you know, just trying to create that kind of wall. That's a really interesting thing as well. You know, being able to use that fishing line just to, you know, maybe catch catch one of the climbers, of course, but then separate them in such a strong way that you can. And from range as well, which I think is a very, very nice thing.
Exactly. I love the use of the dash attack also, by the way. Always going on the platform, using it. No, you won't gonna use your side B on Nana. That's not gonna happen. Not again. Side B just as soon as you land and jump the up tilt to get the kill out of Nana, and Popo is alone now.
And an immediate finish right there, coming out from Muffinz. There's one apiece between these two. That was a markedly different game just because of how much work the Gorilla put in. Put the gore in Gorilla, I feel, there. Incredible start. Like, it was just out the gates. A lot of big hits. I think there was that kind of like off-stage pressure specifically, that moment forcing Burning just to really come back. All right, okay, he means business. He had to get the tech. He was already on the back foot, and that mentality then kind of like went through, not just from the first stock, but then into you know, the Duck Hunt duo as well.
Yeah. That was kind of like, that was really crazy actually. Just like straight up it started, straight up just like stick to the with it, and like, no man, no, you won't going anywhere. You won't go anywhere. You stay here. You stay here with me. I'm gonna take all my punch, all my slap, all of my everything, all my rage that happened on the previous game on you, and man, that was a lot. So now it's really tough to say who's gonna win the next match. Actually, that's the thing.
I think I'm kind of feeling that the choice of who's going to be coming out first is going to be very, very important. I'd say after the second game, more going to be important for Burning. I'm not sure who he's going to choose. You know, is he going to go back to what he wanted that kind of felt comfortable and kind of like, I guess, easy for him, and maybe that's something that calms him down a bit more. You know, this is a character that I'm a lot more confident on, and I can feel I can get into the game in a bit of a slower way. Because, you know, the speed that came out from Muffinz Donkey Kong in that second game is, I think, what kind of caused Burning that, to lose the momentum at the beginning of the game and never really got it back at any point.
Very true, very, very true. I mean, that was kind of a steamroll, at the beginning. Like, just as soon as it started, just like kind of a snowball effect. Because like it's tough. You have to adapt at every stock because it's always a different character. So you get to change your plan in between the games. And now, so Burning gonna still start with a trainer, but Muffinz gonna start back with Isabel.
Yeah, and they also Burning has also swapped around his Ice Climbers and Duck Hunt duo to leave the Duck Hunt duo his most, because he was a Duck Hunt main in Smash 4, one of his kind of like his more comfortable characters. But yeah, interesting that Muffinz is going back for the original setup that he had. I think he just feels that maybe in that first game, Isabel didn't get as much, going as maybe he, as Muffinz really wanted in that scenario. So maybe wants to give her a second go, having got that second game and momentum back on his side.
And I feel that's kind of smart actually, because like she got the potential, to just like absorb a projectile and use it again against the opponent. Can be the ball, can be the sun, can be we don't know. So kind of smart, but right now it's still getting hit a lot by many stuff. Unfortunately, she needs to make exactly just like keep the distance up and not try to approach too much. I feel
create that wall. Both characters have these ways of just kind of keeping enemies at bay, but I feel like there's a bit of more of a consistent wall with the slingshot. Not as powerful, not as kind of like pressurizing, but it's still there. It's consistent.
Exactly, just like that. For instance, just stopping the sun, but even then,
that was just a strange decision to go and put the Lloyd rocket into the ground when there's just a sun salutation in your face.
I feel like he might have thought that he just concealed it just before with the fair that he did, but yeah, man, yeah, that happened. But I mean, we're back to the match that we saw in the second game. Donkey Kong against Wi-Fi Trainer, and that was really tough Wi-Fi Trainer. But now, I mean, he's still getting hit a lot, like 24%. To 34 now because of the ball. We'll see if it's gonna make no, man!
What? Taking the ball spike. I think he hit it into the stage itself, and the back hit from the stage hit in the opposite direction.
He taked it and then he just made the side B actually, because the side B of the Wi-Fi Trainer, if you do it on your opponent, you're gonna smash it to the down blast zone. Man, smash it to hell. What a Wi-Fi Trainer.
This game is so back and forth between these two. Burning now onto his Ice Climbers with a Duck Hunt in reserve, looking at a very similar scenario as we had last time almost.
Yeah. We're gonna see what he will be able to pull out. I wanna say with his Greninja, because we didn't see him on the previous game, but on the first game, unfortunately, he kind of lost against the Duck Hunt. He was still behind at the beginning of the fight. So we'll see. Just like, I mean, need to avoid as many hits as possible. But right now it's gonna be tough, man. That's gonna be tough. But yeah, get out of it.
Immediately getting those desync blizzards out, just gonna keep pushing forward on that ice status, and also hitting some more percent. But we have again the Sopo coming out. But I kind of feel that Sopo's a bit more, competent by himself in this game. I feel.
Yeah, no.
Based on the general mechanics of the game, I feel that there's a little bit more that Sopo can do in this game. It's not as much power, but we'll see how that goes. Trying to just read that air dodge into the ground, but
yeah, it was just a bit too slow. I feel like he could have catch the neutral air, but that was a bit tough. That Donny here, okay?
There it is. Happened the second time. Okay, we got Duck Hunt duo, fresh Duck Hunt duo versus a very high percentage Muffinz Greninja right there, using the reverse hit on the can, the turnaround, just to kind of catch Greninja, who's trying to jump up.
It's gonna be tough, man. So tough. I mean, any kind of hit can be like so deadly for Greninja right now, trying to close up the distance, but getting hit on the side and right away.
Perfect frisbee connect into the up air. Will take that third game, and Burning wins. I think his first game on foreign soil.
Yeah.
In his life ever. I don't know.